So this is day 9 of the road trip. Normally Morten would be driving for the first couple of hours while I'd work on the video for the day. But without Morten I had to delay my departure a bit. There were a lot of queue on the highway, so I stood still for quite some time. Milan was on my way northwest, and as I had never been there before, it'd be crazy not to stop. Federico reached out to me on Instagram and offered to show me around. We saw the Milan Cathedral, which is largest in Italy since the Vatican is independent. It's actually also the third biggest in the entire world. Federico was a great tour guide while we walked around the city. He can probably explain stuff better than me.
That arch is Victor Emmanuel II's arch, which is a gift that the people of Milan gave to Victor Emmanuel II. Victor Emmanuel II was the king of Sardinia who unified Italy. While there, that is basically owned by Berlusconi, the whole thing. And basically there's his library there, but like the whole thing is owned by him.
He showed me the opera and these ruins. Since Milan is world famous when it comes to fashion, you see a lot of the high-end brands there, though there was no store with the SpaghettiRoad.com t-shirts for some reason. Federico had been very dedicated to voting us around and getting me here.
Team West. Although yesterday I betrayed you for North.
Since Morten was gone and it's dangerous to operate your phone while driving, I had to find a way to film from the car. I bought this mechanical replacement for Morten for just $16.95, so hopefully I can get some cool driving shots, even though I'm alone now. There's one thing I don't get about Italy. Most people I spoke with were really nice and friendly, but once I met people in traffic, a lot seemed quite aggressive. Like everybody's in some sort of competition. The only place on the trip where we experienced any traffic like this was in Italy. Overall, my conclusion is that Italians outside of their cars are amazing people. The vote was going through Geneva in Switzerland, so I headed to the Alpine part of Italy. It had a very different and calm atmosphere compared to what we'd seen before. It was really beautiful with all the mountains in the background. After driving through a lot of tunnels, I made it to the final boss, the Mont Blanc tunnel. As soon as I got out of the French side, it began raining heavily, so I can conclude that France is probably a very rainy country. I decided to stay here in Chamonix, so I'd be able to see Mont Blanc in the morning. So far I've been trying to travel for as little money as possible, but for dinner I found a bit of a fancy looking restaurant where I got a seat with a view right into the kitchen. They gave me this very tall beer, some incredible fried shrimp, and a portion of beef tartare. It was an amazing meal. Though with the tunnel pass, tickets for the lift, my meal and hotel, I had probably spent more in my first hour in France than I did in 3 days in Poland. Luckily, if I continue towards Geneva, Switzerland is famous for being a cheap country, right? I'm not too much into football, but when France was playing Portugal in the European Championship, it'd be crazy not to see the match here in France. Can anybody guess which country got a goal here? I'll get going now to see Mont Blanc, so see you all later. Here's some extra footage of the French cheering.